Hey, what's up, rock stars? I'm Videobob, and I'm only filming this video in front of my Rolls Royce because I know it gets attention. Here to talk about tripods. Now, my name is Videobob. I've been working in the video industry since I've been like 16 years old, working in cable access, doing television commercials. I did over 350 music videos, some that played on MTV. Worked for a record company, worked for Vinnie Paul from Pantera and his record company called Big Ben Records, where we produce DVDs, CDs, music videos, all kinds of stuff. So I only give you that background to let you know that I've been working in the video television market since about 1991. I was chief engineer of an independent television station called American Independent Network back in the 90s. And how I got into doing custom cars, for those of you who haven't seen my channel, is I started building custom video trucks and vans. I would take like a Ford van or a Sprinter van and turn it into like a news truck, things like that. So I've spent a lot of time lugging around tripods and camera equipment. Back when I started, you used to have to wear like a battery belt with a big camera on your shoulder, and then you had a portable VTR, videotape recorder on your side, or you'd have someone else carrying that behind you, and it was hooked up to a cable. You were carrying maybe 40 pounds worth of equipment. And then when we graduated to what they called beta cams, which were about like that long, they were about $40,000, and they still weighed like 30 pounds. So now the fact that I'm filming this on my phone, which is an iPhone 11 Pro, which records in 4K at 60 frames a second, it's amazing. So you just don't need the tripods that you used to have. I mean, I have tripods that are made for carrying a 30-pound camera. I just got something in the mail today, which was a project that I backed by Peak Design. It's a little tiny tripod, and it's amazing. All right, inside my backpack is the tripod. Wrong pocket. That's how small it is. Where is it? It's down here. That's the whole tripod. Okay, now this was a campaign-backed project on Kickstarter, but now they're available live. You can get this particular model for $350 and their carbon fiber version for $600, which is not even a pound lighter, maybe a little over half a pound lighter. So I haven't tried the carbon fiber version, but I'd say the regular metal one is just fine. This is your case. Very well built case, by the way. Zipper is great. And this is the tripod. So there's some other reviews out there of this thing, and I thought I would throw in my 2 cents. I'm gonna show you, first of all, the thing that makes it great is just its size. Look how small this is. And it's not a small tripod. Look at that. Something that they did differently is the shape of this thing is kind of octagonal and kind of flattened, kind of a squished octagon, which gives it rigidity. With the round tripods like the one I'm using over there, we'll get into that in a minute. But it does give it strength. Now, they have a kit, which I didn't buy, that will allow you, if you want, to remove the extended legs altogether by simply popping them off like that, removing them completely and putting a little foot right there. They sell a kit for $30. And then that's their super ultralight kit, and it's just for tabletop use. You can also easily take the legs off. You can take these apart and clean them and lube them if you need to. Pretty cool design. And there you have that. Now, the head works in a really unique way. Turn it this way. Well, you have this little screw that pops in and out just to make it more compact. When you loosen that, you can move this up and down, okay? What's interesting is if you see these platforms that are on top of the head here, they rest down into this little area, and that lets you know it's level. Just one more thing to make it that much more compact. This entire top head can be removed. They have another adapter head that can be added onto this. Just check their website for the accessories. We're not going to talk about that because I don't have that here. But this entire thing can be removed. And I'm going to show you that you have this little hook down here. Now what this hook is for is you can hang a weight bag or your backpack, for instance. You know, you could just even use your handle like this and weight down the tripod so that the wind won't blow it over. That's happened to me. I was filming on a really windy day, and this other tripod I was using was so lightweight, the entire thing blew over. Wasn't good. Or somebody trips. That's a great design. But look what else it can do. You pull down on this, you twist it, it comes out. Why does it come out? Because out of the bottom, they've included this little phone mount. And the phone mount will simply, you can remove, let me unlock that. You can remove their little adapter plate here, which we'll get into in a second, and put the phone mount in its place. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me loosen that. Very neat. And that's all there is to that. And it's magnetically held in. You just slide that up in there and you'll feel the magnet grab it. And this returns back into its space. Just push it in there, give it, pull down on the lock, give it a little twist, locks into place. But you'll also want to remove this for a secondary reason. You can pull this completely out. You can go to low mode and slide this back in from the other side. Put this in there to lock it in place. And now you can do an inverted mount, get all the way down to the ground. Pretty impressive. And all of this just is so self-contained, which is what makes it so interesting. And it only takes a few seconds to get to these parts. And the cool thing is, let me get this back in there. There we go. You can get extras of these little plates. Now, they like to use a design using a high torque specification Allen key. Now, they give you, where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. Comes with this little tool here for working on any part of it. You can tighten this part, tighten any of these connections, and it fits into a little slot here on the legs. I'll show you how this head goes back into place, and it holds itself right in there. This thing rotates in all directions and can go completely flat. How about that? Wow. So if you were using this with a larger size camera and you wanted to go full portrait mode, whatever, you can do that. There is a little bubble level here for checking your level, but I gotta say, this bubble level is so tiny. It's not that good, I gotta be honest. But the way this thing locks is pretty interesting. All you gotta do is just turn this little thing and it is solid, very, very solid. And again, it fits right back down into here. You can, if you ever just need to level it, if you're on a level surface, it goes right in there. Now, you can also do a low mode where pressing these buttons on the legs, you can go straight out like that. And you can go for a very low mode this way. Very interesting. I have to say, this is the most impressive tripod that I've seen in my entire 30-year career of working in video and photography. For 350 bucks, that's kind of a lot of money compared to if you went down to Best Buy or Fry's or something, got yourself a regular tripod like this Vanguard I'm using, or a Manfrotto or something. But for those of us that are like YouTubers and media influencers, which is what most people are doing with their video nowadays, you need to be able to travel, you need to be able to get around, and this whole rig fits into my backpack. Not only this way, it literally just goes in diagonal. I mean, it doesn't take up much space. It really doesn't weigh a lot. And you can get it even more compact if you want. Now, if money's no object to you, you're a big baller, you're a PewDiePie, you get the carbon fiber one for 600 bucks and save yourself a whole, 0.6 of a pound. I don't know if it's worth it. That's why I went for the metal one that was When I ordered it, it was under $300 on the campaign, but now if you order it live after the campaign, it's going to be about $350. But when you need to close up shop and get the heck out of Dodge, it only takes a second to close this thing up. And for what you're getting, you know, this would be perfect for somebody like Hoovy. Hoovy, you watching? Because I see you always have your tripod laying in the back seat, and I always tell them, put it in the trunk for goodness sake. Look how that thing, look at that. Wow, right? This thing just closes up into nothingness. Really well-made case. A lot of times you get a crappy case. This company, Peak Design, one of the things they specialize in is making cases. Wow, that's a good case. Well, anyway, I hope you liked my review of this cool new little tripod. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I've had weird problems backing certain projects on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. They don't always work out. A lot of times you don't get your stuff. These guys did a $10 million campaign, and it was huge success. I think that this is going to be the new standard of what tripod design is going to be. They've really innovated things on a whole new level. It'll be copied. You'll probably be able to get a cheaper one somewhere eventually, but I always like to get the original. I'm not sure exactly how they could improve it. I'll tell you what, they definitely could do, Peak Design, if you're watching this, a couple of things. Originally on their first prototype, the little Allen key was in a little pocket or something on the case, and now they put it in this little thing. Every single time I take this thing out and open it, it falls off and I lose it. So I'm probably gonna have to attach a string to it, or maybe I'm gonna put some black tape around it or something, but you're gonna lose this every single time. It's not held in very well. That's the only complaint that I really have of the entire thing. Also, the instructions weren't quite as easy to follow, just because I'm stupid. And you know, I was like, hey, where's the mobile adapter and all that other. It took me a little bit, because you would never think in a million years it would be where it is, which is quite innovative. I do got to give a lot of compliments on the packaging. I'm really impressed with this case. This case is fantastic. Even the box they ship the thing in. Check this thing. This box is worth keeping. How cool this box is. Let me see. Get it back in the box. There we go. That's a cool box. Peak Design. Everything that I've used here in the video is in the link down below, including this Rode Wireless Go microphone that I use. I turned Car Wizard onto this, and you'll notice he's wearing one as well. So I'll put a link in the description so you can order one of these if you'd like. Thanks for watching. We'll be back to the car videos right after this.
Subscribe to Videobob, because I know where you live, bitch.